everyone, it's Ange from RNY here, coming to you with my week 49 post-op update. I had surgery on March 7th, 2018 at Guelph General Hospital in Guelph, Ontario, Canada with Dr. Jules Foutain-Long. I am 5'7", 39 years old, and apparently I've forgotten my spiel. My highest weight was 343.6 pounds. My surgery weight was 316.4 pounds. And my current weight is 216.4 pounds. So from my highest weight, that is a loss of 127.6 pounds. From my surgery weight, that's a loss of 100 pounds. Right on the nose. And from my week 48, that's a loss of 2.2 pounds. And yes, I look a hot mess today. Sorry about that. I don't know what I did there. I actually woke up, I think, with this cut on my lip yesterday. I have no clue how I got it. The only thing I can think is maybe while I was sleeping, I might have rubbed my face against my bracelet or something. I don't know. So yeah, please don't mind that. Yeah, so it wasn't a bad week overall. I know I put up a video on Sunday for my 11th month, and it's only a few days later, but I've stayed pretty well healthy over the whole entire weekend. Though I found another source, and I think I need to start to keep these in reserve because I keep searching out different things. So I don't know if you guys have them down in the US, but in Canada we have something called the bulk store. And basically, for those of you who don't know, you can go and get like all the powders and candies and nuts and chocolates and just a whole variety of things, like soup bases and jelly bases and cake making things and baking things, and just, yeah. So I have only found one store that sells the no sugar added Lily's chocolate. So I went on a hunt this weekend, and at the bulk store I found more chocolate. I can't remember what it's called, but it's also no sugar added, and it's sweetened with erythritol and stevia. And I have been learning that sugar alcohols, too much of them, and my body don't mix. Depending on what the sugar alcohol is, they'll give me gastric distress, so I will have severe pain. Sorry, I mean to keep moving the camera. Some of them just make me have excessive gas, and it's really stinky. And yeah, so sorry, my husband is kind of like sniffing to himself because he unfortunately gets to experience it. But yeah, so if I eat too many protein bars, for instance, I only eat Quest protein bars because they have erythritol. I will eat stevia, sometimes xylitol, erythritol, and sucralose. I try to stay away from all the other sugar alcohols because most of them are worse for you. Sorry, I can't, my arm is freaking not comfortable today. So, most of them are worse for you than people know. Erythritol and stevia do not affect your glycemic score, but they are still a sugar alcohol, even if naturally derived. So they still do affect the bacteria that occurs naturally in your digestive tract, which isn't necessarily a good thing, because if you kill too much of that bacteria, that's when you start running into problems with constipation and other problems. It can actually lead to a lot of other health issues throughout your whole entire body, like in your brain, in other systems in your body. Just makes it so, like, I've been learning a lot about it lately, just looking into it, because I actually read, one of the people that I have on Instagram said, put something on her Instagram stating that they have done studies showing that gastric bypass patients more often than not end up with celiac disease post-surgery. So I started looking into that, and then found a whole big thing about sugar alcohols and how they affect the bacteria in your intestines and everything like that. So and I already do take a probiotic. I have actually been wondering if I take enough, because I only take 5 or 10 billion cultures in my probiotics, so I've actually been considering upping it, because as a gastric bypass patient, it usually takes double for us to absorb, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't know, I'm looking into a whole bunch of different things like that, because I want to be the healthiest I can be. But I also found that when you're, and I know my bacteria in my gut, sorry for all the moving, I'm really fidgety today. Woo! Oh, whoa, sorry, my thing, my pop cap just fell off the back of my phone. So anyways, there's a whole big thing about when the bacteria that you should have naturally in your gut to help you keep healthy isn't right, that it makes you crave sweets more, which is why I'm wondering if I crave sweets more, because another reason is you could be low in magnesium, because well, when you're low in magnesium, it actually makes your body crave things, and if you find yourself eating a lot more nuts, that's usually why, is because you're low in magnesium, though sometimes it just could be just because you're simply addicted to nuts, whatever, right? So these are interesting things to know, but I have noticed, especially, like, I think I've said it quite a few times before surgery, I used to be a huge chips and dip fan. Since surgery, I have been craving sweets like mad. Like, I want chocolate all the time, and I want my protein bars all the time, and I try and circumvent that. I mean, I haven't been lately. I've been trying to stick to a protein bar a day. It doesn't necessarily work. Some days I'm having 2 or 3. That's detrimental to what I'm trying to do, because I'm not getting, like, it's a healthy source of protein, but it's still processed, and I don't want to eat a lot of processed or overly processed foods, and I don't usually, but the protein bars are still processed. I don't like that I'm eating them, but I find that if I take them out, that's when I'm breaking down a lot worse and eating things that I shouldn't. But I really want to take them out, so I'm going to experiment the next couple of weeks, because I want to hit, I've got what? Well, today's the 13th. So 15, 22 more days, 3 weeks until my 1 year. And I was really hoping to be into Wonderland by my 1 year. But I have set a more firm goal of my birthday, which is the 19th. And my weigh-in day would be the Wednesday, which is the 20th. Because my birthday's on Tuesday. So I set that as a goal, so that gives me 5 weeks. But, you know, like, I've been doing a lot of thinking too. Have I set that as a goal to give myself a bit of leeway to cheat, which I really don't want to do. But then I find I have, and I'm surprised I've lost some weight, because I find I have days like yesterday, like, so I upped my protein, or not my protein, I upped my calorie goals in my MyFitnessPal. They were at 1,000. I've been noticing that I've been sticking to between 12 and 1,400 more consistently throughout a day, that I'm more satiated at the end of the day and feel better about myself. So I upped my calorie goals in my MyFitnessPal to 1,200. And I'm finding that I stick to that easier. But then I have days like yesterday, and I mean, not that I'm trying to use it as an excuse as to why, but I just came off of my cycle. So days like yesterday where I ingested 1,300 calories by the end of the day, but then I had the extra protein bar, and I had an extra serving of yogurt. So I had an extra 300 plus calories by the end of the day. So I ingested more along the lines of about 1,600 to 1,700 calories for yesterday, which makes me feel really bad, and something I don't want to do, but I did do it, and I do it now and then. It's not every day, but it's also a bad habit. And it's not even that I'm worried about the amount of calories that I'm eating. It's that bad habit that I had prior to surgery, where that fear, where I thought I wasn't going to have food, that plays on my mind a lot. And because I mean, like, when we were growing up, I mean, we were mid-class growing up, so I mean, like, we didn't have a lack of food, you know, in the years that I remember, you know, and you know, we always had our breakfast, and we had our lunches at school, and snacks, you know, like the recess snacks, and then, you know, a snack at lunch and whatever, and then we, you know, from mid-afternoon snack to dinner was always the longest stretch, it seemed. And, you know, I'd always want a snack when I got home, but we'd get in trouble for snacking because my mom was very strict, because she budgeted pretty much out the yin-yang for everything, and exactly how much food we needed, how long it was going to last, because, you know, this is how much we were going to eat it every day, and whatever, blah, 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 blah. And that led me to having an issue with food, to where as stupid as it is, because we never lacked, to where I felt like I was lacking and needed to eat extra because I didn't want to be lacking and keep my belly full. So I found myself running across that yesterday, and it's a habit I've been trying to break on my own. It's something that I've been struggling with now and then. I don't know when I get into those days, I try and just be like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Nope, I don't need it. And then I just do it. So, but I wonder if that comes down to the bacteria in my gut is not as healthy as it should be. Because I have been ingesting a lot of sugar alcohols lately, which I said again does, depending on how much you ingest, how often, does negatively impact that healthy bacteria that you want. So, and it makes me wonder too if I'm even taking enough, being a gastric bypass patient, considering that we malabsorb. And see, I haven't researched everything, I haven't looked at everything, because I know that certain types of pills are easier for our bodies to digest now than others, and so I think I might have to change the way that I take my probiotic, because I know you can get powders that you can mix into like your water and stuff like that and take it that way. What I do right now is I take the pills, and they're the vegetable capsules, the vegetable-based capsules, but I don't know if my body's able to break them down properly, so I don't even know if it's even beneficial to me at this point in time. And I have tried opening those capsules, like when I first was post-op, because I thought that, you know, we couldn't take capsules at all, because I'd heard that somewhere from some RNY patient somewhere. And oh my god, that shit's nasty. Ugh. Oh, like, can you say make yourself insanely sick? Because the taste is that nasty. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it more and research it more. I don't know if they're, because I like taking the probiotics, just knowing that I am doing something to help one of the systems in my body be healthier makes me happy. And over the last couple of years, I have done nothing if not try to make myself as healthy as possible. Struggled up and down with sugar and detoxing from sugar. I've succeeded with that, especially in the last couple of months since the new year. I've had sugar a couple of times, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't snowballed into having all the things, the ice cream and the popcorn and all the things. Now, I did have an excess of chocolate this past weekend, but it was sweetened with stevia and erythritol. Not that that makes it any better, because that can be a very bad thing, and I did suffer a lot of gastric distress. I mean, I did share a lot of it as well, but I did suffer a lot of, oh my god, can you say bloating? Oh, not a good idea. So, I mean, that's a good treat to have once in a while. And those are the things I have to remember. And now that I'm finding healthier sources, I think it'll help me to remain healthier, because I know that if I want it, where I have to go to get it, I can have my treat and go back about my way. So, for the next 3 weeks, anyways, until my 1 year, I think I'm going to finish off the protein bars I have in the truck. And then for the next, once those protein bars are done, they're done. I don't think I'm going to bring any more into the truck for a while, because I'm going to try and go without them again, because I was going without them for a while. Just get them every now and then, maybe. But I want considering, but I don't want to be unhealthy about anything, and I don't want to do things in an unhealthy way. I've been considering the last week before my year doing a week-long fast, but I think that would be unhealthy because that would be pushing the weight loss, which is something I don't want to do. That to me is unhealthy. So I think it would be a good idea once I hit maintenance to do that now and then, just to, you know, clean out my body and stuff like that. But at this point in time, when I'm still not in maintenance, I don't think that's a good idea at all. So yeah, so I want to get really strict on my diet for the next 3 weeks. Just like pretty much just cut out the protein bars, because I get yogurt. I usually eat salmon now and then. Like I instead of doing tuna, I've been doing turkey. It's a bit of a higher fat content, but it's still 27 grams of protein for the can. I found that once I switched the tuna that I was getting, I just didn't like it as much. Maybe I'm just not getting the proper tuna or something, I don't know. Love the salmon. I swear to God, I could eat salmon every single freaking day. I'm pretty much only eating the turkey every now and then just to switch up the salmon. You know, my chicken breast that I've been eating for dinner, I've been having yogurt for a snack at some point during the day. I've been having my protein coffee, and so I'm usually ingesting, and please don't say anything negative about this, because I've looked it up, I've researched it. Anywhere from 120 to 160 grams of protein in a day. 160 is a high number. I know that. It's not hindering my weight loss. A lot of people think that if you ingest too much protein, it will hinder your weight loss. It's not hindering my weight loss at all. Pretty much everything I've looked up says the only way it'll negatively impact me is if I have a history of kidney disease. Other than that, whatever excess protein that my body doesn't need to run, it will either turn into energy, or my kidneys will strain it out of my blood and I will pee it out. So, and it's what's working for me right now. It may not work for anybody else, but it's what's working for me. So, and that's something that I think we all have to remember, is what works for you doesn't always work for somebody else. And I think a lot of people get negative comments, which is what I don't want by saying that, or get people that say things to them and then they change the way they are, or the way they act, or the way they do things based on what those people say. And I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you should do for you, not anybody else. What other people say should be taken into account, should give you food for fodder, something to think about. What shouldn't necessarily impact the way you do things, especially if you're doing something that works. So yeah, so I think I might change out my probiotic, because I'm coming up to having to buy some more very shortly. I'm going to take the protein bars out, because I think it's an extra 20 grams of protein I don't need. 1, 2, it's processed. 2, it's extra sugar alcohols that I really don't need to ingest. that could be negatively impacting my healthy intestines, or the health I want my intestines to have. So yeah, wish me luck. And yeah, 100 pounds down from surgery. So happy about that. But anyways, 25 minutes. I think I will stop talking everybody's ears off now, and I will see you all next week. Have a great week, and hey, check out the collarbones. They're coming out more. Oh, I'm so happy. Starting to get this too, the little V thing showing up in the neck. The skin in the neck is tightening up some. So yeah, they're a lot more noticeable when I'm standing up instead of slouching while I sit. So anyways, everything's getting more bony. I can feel my shoulder blades and my hips and everything a lot more. Oh, and my ribs. I'm starting to really feel those too. So anyways, I'll stop talking to you guys' ears up. Y'all have a great week. Take care. I will see you guys all next week. Thank you for subscribing. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye.